Alright, this video was premiered like a bit ago. Let's go. I'm so hyped, man. 3, 2, 1,
This
go.
video is going to spoil the entire game. Baldur's Gate 3 is possibly the funniest game ever made, and I do not think it actually intends to be. Because it's actually... This video is going to spoil the entire game. Baldur's Gate 3 is possibly the funniest game ever made, and I do not think it actually intends to be.
Yep.
Because it's actually trying to be really gay, taking place in a fantasy world where 4 adult friends are able to play on the same day. This game faithfully and hilariously recreates the D&D experience, all the way down to watching your friends paint the entire ground of their camp with your combustible blood, which turns out can act as the fuse for a bomb. And that is just the beginning of the absolute insanity that this game has to offer. Because in the world of Baldur's Gate, anything is possible, and everything is determined via dice roll. And yes, that does determine whether or not you're going to be transformed into cats 4 turns before the building explodes. I think this is the best game ever made, and I'm not even exaggerating. But before beginning our amazing adventures, we have to choose our characters very carefully. We've got Asterion, the Dark...
Bro, that music! Dark
Urge, Squid Game Huggy Wuggy, all the customization you can think of for my human male fighter. But today, we're going to be playing as Ongyat Rizking, a they-them wild man. But today, we're going to be playing as Ongyat
What the fuck is with the Jahira Kelowna mask?
Rizking, a they-them wild magic sorcerer with absolutely unnatural charisma. Charisma so powerful that I convinced the boss to kill his minions, to kill his dog, to kill himself. Then convinced him to join me against the forces of Satan 30 hours after I sent him to hell. Coincidentally, Ongyat Rizking is not a smart man. My playthrough is classified as morally ambiguous because I usually did the right thing very badly. You're probably wondering right about now, Max0r, why are you speaking to a sentient rat in hell? That is a good question with a very bad
Because that motherfucker has a contract,
I thought it would be really funny to sell my soul to Lucifer and then break into his house, kill his incubus that he uses to have sex with himself, steal my soul back along with everything worth money, which is the real reason that I'm here. Make a break for it just in time to get caught and be forced to kill Satan, who, by the way, has 666 HP and sings about how he's going to kill you like a Disney villain. Was this the ethical course of action? Maybe, but in retrospect, I did not think I would get caught. So, on top of his immaculate riz and dubious ethical...
What the fuck is he? What the fuck? He's going so fast, dude! Oh my god, I forgot how Max0r is.
But in retrospect...
He's a sorcerer. Oh, he's a sorcerer.
I did not think I would get caught. So, on top of his immaculate riz and dubious ethical success, the most important detail of Ongyat of his immaculate riz and dubious...
Okay, those are not the motherfuckers who cast the spells in front of Sunday Sundries. Those motherfuckers need to
ethical
blow
success.
up.
The most important detail of Ongyat Rizking is that he is a wild magic sorcerer, which is definitely a class to choose. Imagine for a moment that you and your 20 allies are trying to push past a narrow corridor when me and the fellas cast a swarm of bees, black tentacles, and a goopy fart cloud which kills your entire team before you are able to see anything. I call this strategy the fucked up hentai. Now, if that was too...
Fuck up, bro, it's just AoE on AoE on AoE, that's it.
Fucked up hentai.
Fucking
now, if that was to hypothetically happen, you would theoretically accuse me of a lot of bullshit, to which I would respond with, yes, officer, I did just disintegrate that child. And what's more, I have committed crimes you can't even charge me for.
No!
Say hello to the spell, Feign Death, which works by placing your allies into a coma. This, I would argue, is not a very useful spell. But if I were to say, give all my money away to a lucky merchant, then he would trust me enough to initiate nap time. And after carefully concealing my presence in a conspicuous dark blob, I will be able to steal my money back plus interest. And what's more, I get a fucking discount next time I show up. Is combat requiring just a little too much thought? Are you perhaps getting tired of taking any damage? Then, my friend, look no further than the Globe of Invulnerability, which does exactly what you think it does a little too well. The only caveat being that the invulnerability happens to work on enemies, and they tend to see invulnerability as an advantage, meaning literally every fight that I use it in devolves into the funny friendship circle. Say, for instance, that you were an enemy...
What? I never used it, because I didn't have to, but...
Which does exactly... taking any damage. Then, my friend, might be able to steal my taking any damage. Then, my friend, look no further than the globe of invulnerability, which does exactly what you think it does a little too well. The only caveat being that the invulnerability happens to work on enemies, and they tend to see invulnerability as an advantage.
Wait, so you can attack enemies inside the bubble of invulnerability? I assumed it's like a two-way.
Meaning, literally every fight that I use it in devolves into the funny friendship circle. Say, for instance,
Holy
that
shit,
you are an enemy
I had no
whose
idea.
entire purpose is to explode yourself. If you happen to wander into the orb of comedy, you would be forced to unsuccessfully activate your bomb vest 20 times in a row, hoping and praying for a death that I cannot provide you. Honestly, if you're creative enough, you don't even have to play most combat encounters. I once fought a boss that began every fight by instantly killing me. Now, most normal people in this situation would reload the game, try some other quests. That began every fight by instantly killing me. Now, most normal people in this situation would reload the game.
Gay polymorph. Oh my god, he saved the polymorph wild magic explosion. I mean, to be fair, wild magic, bad roll. Pretend wild magic, petrified. What? You can get. I never got petrified as a wild magic.
Try some other quests. Literally anything that uses your brain. But I am not normal people. I'm autistic. How else do you think this video gets made?
Know.
The nerve.
I know.
Not normal people.
Okay.
I'm autistic. How else do you think this video gets made?
Let's look at that. Bro, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Look at that. Holy, every purple thing is a text. Every blue thing, I can't even see. There's just so many, bro. Every fucking 5 seconds of this probably took him an hour to make.
The neurotypicals couldn't do this shit. So instead, we are going to cleverly sneak up on him with my entire party, then cast fear on him, forcing the men to flee while me and the fellows beat him to death with hammers. Another time, I was stuck in a difficult combat encounter with a invincible doom spider, at which point I transformed him into a more reasonable animal and forgot about him for the rest of the fight. Of course, magic doesn't always have to be used for combat or stealing. Sometimes it can be used for productive things, like remote detonation. Imagine for a moment that you were tasked with solving a murder because the elephant police are being racist. Not against non-elephants, mind you, just immigrants. My guy is a reactionary ranch soda. You would be able to quickly resolve this non-elephants, mind you. Just immigrant.
Speaking of that, I was on fucking not X2 chromosomes. That's subreddit is toxic. Troll X2 chromosome. That shit is funny. Go read that if you want to read some, like, see what women think. But like, not majority of them are thinking like that.
Moment that you were tasked with solving a murder because the elephant police are being racist. Not against non-elephants, mind you. Just immigrants. My guy is a reactionary ranch soda. You would be able to quickly resolve this situation by performing necromancy and asking the murder victim who killed them. Alternatively, if I wanted to, say, kill everyone in the goblin camp without conventional methods, I could simply cast Speak with Animals and gently convince the local spiders to begin an arachnid race war. In fact, you can use this on any animal in the game, including threatening rats into revealing their cheese location, or the cat that narrates like a noir detective. Although
that's one of the things that make me so fucking excited for the future of Lorien. Basically, they put so much effort. Some of the animal, not some of them, majority of the animal fucking voice actors put more emphasis in their voice acting and their quirks in speaking behavior than any NPC does in Starfield. And I'm not even kidding. And the animal, I speak with animal, is one spell that unlocks basically a fucking 30%, 40% of the game. It's fucking insane that a developer cared so much to put something that some players are not ever gonna see. Some players absolutely gonna enjoy it and amazing. That's why it's so good. when a dev puts something that they want players to look for. They want it to be obscure. Bro, that would be so fucking good. That is so good for gaming. Holy shit, man. Larian has just killed it with that.
In the game, including threatening rats into revealing their cheese location, or the cat that narrates like a noir detective. Although I do think it is very strange that I don't have to cast it before speaking to gnomes. But honestly,
God damn you, man, you killed everyone. He's just going. Okay, it's just
speaking to
all
gnomes.
this run.
But honestly, out of all the magical items you can obtain in this game, my favorite was definitely the
powder.
Gamer Sups energy drinks, because it gives my character enough energy to leap 50 feet through the air and take extra actions per turn. It gets mailed to you as this cool alchemy powder so you can save on gold and craft it into useful consumables. Gamer Sups has all kinds of cool spells like Grandpa's Ashes, Guacamole, Gamer Heart 9000, and my personal favorite, Lean. These are actual flavor names. We're also working on getting you guys an official Max0r cup. This is not the official Max0r cup. I would put boobs on it. But if you want other cups with boobs on them, you can find the shop for them. Not the official Max0r cup. I would put boobs on it. But if you want other cups with boobs...
I'm getting sick of transparent shit. What the fuck is this? Waifu cupped. Is it just a cup with a picture on it? What the
boobs
fuck
on
is
them.
that?
You can find the shop for them here in Description Alley, right next to the subscribe store. And use code Max0r for 10% off all spells.
Okay, when is the ads gonna start? When did it start? When it's gonna end? What is fucking is that? Clickbait to subscribe.
And use code Max0r for 10% off all spells.
That's a good deal.
I am not responsible for what comes after.
Maybe
That's
not.
what he's talking about. Spread your ass open, dude. You can do the rump shaker, huh?
Dude, this car kicks ass, and I can watch Madagascar while I'm driving.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh yeah, that's a
Just
dirge
saw a
move.
wizarding duel outside Walgreens. One wizard cast a bullet at the other and stole his magical herbs. Turns out Gale wasn't actually a crip. Or maybe now he is. Wizarding life truly is amazing out here in Pennsylvania. Because when you join the Wild Magic Gang, you aren't just making a character. You're making a mistake. Wild magic sorcerers have a random chance to select an effect from a list of 100. As long as
And there is a mod that makes it 300, bro. What the fuck?
you install the mod that adds 80. Every
80! No, it's 300
spell
now.
my
I'm
character
pretty
cast
sure.
was a guarantee that
Or maybe it's just
something
they
will
fucking bugged it out again.
happen, and whether or not I wanted that to happen is a different story entirely. Consider the scenario that you and your heroic party are desperately trying to escape an underwater prison. And no, this time it wasn't for BC.
Oh my god, wait, what? Was that Andrew
Scenario that you and
Tate
your-
from Bioshock 1? Andrew! Andrew Ryan, fuck.
Heroic party are desperately trying to escape an underwater prison. And no, this time it wasn't for bestiality. It was for hate crimes. You have and no, this time it wasn't for bestiality. It was for hate
be
crimes.
fair,
You have 5 turns to escape
wasn't
before
true,
your
right?
character reenacts
Not
the
a
Titanic.
beast.
This is when you make the critical mistake of casting a spell, which triggers the random effect of
in Iron Throne. Oh my god, oh no.
lock all doors, magically transforming
What
this
the
exploding
fuck are
person
you doing?
into an exploding coffin. That is a reload. Or
Yeah.
how about the time that I was
No
tasked
shit.
with holding onto a torch under penalty of death? Whereupon, the game decided that it would be really funny if I was banished to another dimension. Because it would be even funnier if
Wait.
I happened to reload the game and immediately get petrified. Okay, look.
Did you get immediate? Wait a second. Did you get immediately petrified and you
I
say
am exaggerating
that
a little
moment
bit
you
here.
showed in this
After
video?
all, the chances of you
Overall.
transforming into an ovine on your 3rd try would be pretty low. Of course, wild magic doesn't always have to ruin the game. Sometimes it can do really helpful things, like permanently inflict my character with the clown curse, which is, by
That
every
is-
metric,
that is
an
actually
objective
a-
upgrade. I
What?
had an
Maybe. Wait, no way. Wait, no, but it is actually. Is it true? It's just. It gives you just a clone mask as a fucking wild
is,
magic
by
effect.
every
That's
metric,
not true, right?
an objective
It
upgrade.
actually
I had an
is.
emotional
What? That's a
cutscene. Is,
fucking effect?
by every
No, wait, wild magic call of carouse. You're cursed to become a clown and you get 1 charisma. Bro, holy shit. And immune to. Okay, no one really uses that except maybe one undead and
metric,
Baldur if you had
an
that game.
objective upgrade. I had an emotional cutscene after I got this, and I'm sure it made everyone feel better. Here we have the fight with the giant robot, where I accidentally transformed myself into a cheese wheel. This gives us all kinds of new abilities, like cheesy smell, which would be really good if the robots could smell. Now, due to the obvious limitations of my class, Baldur's Gate 3 provides a myriad of options for customization, leveling, and companions.
Extremely.
Who, by the way,
Okay, the only thing I have a problem with, he says this, but Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't give you enough facial sliders. I'm just saying, like every fucking game had it in the past. I mean, not from Purple, but again, like, come on, it's 2024. We need to be fair, they make facial animations for every character, but the tab doesn't speak, so who gives a shit?
for customization, leveling, and companions, who, by the way, can be respected into any other class, making strategies like the 4-man gambling squad and Jurassic Park completely possible, but not exactly viable. Personally, I find it completely bullshit that
is actually, okay, nothing against Diplo Druids, they're the best. I use Jahira actually just to fuck around in the Diplo land. Fucking genie. But nothing beats an hour.
Jurassic Park completely possible, but not exactly viable. Personally, I find it completely bullshit that I do not get an intimidation bonus for walking into the bank with 3 fucking velociraptors. Like, do you see this very often? So, to get at the true heart of the Baldur's Gate 3 experience, we have to make some friends, and eventually have sex with most of them. Honestly, it's pretty easy to forget that this game has combat. Personally, though, I didn't get with any of them. Mostly because I can't show it, but also because I was interested in a more
okay, so you fucked the squid.
Acquired taste. That's right, baby. Gay sex with Squidward. I always dreamed of touching those Squidward tentacles as I played his clarinet. Also, if you don't have sex with anyone human, the camp skeleton just insults you for having no bitches.
That was alone.
Thou art alone.
And fucking the problem is he's fucking trolling you, because even if you say something along the lines of "fuck you, man, I have a relationship," he says it's all gonna be dust in the end anyway, so it's just a fucking troll.
Shadowheart, more affectionately referred to as Shart,
Shart
is a cleric of Shar that I spent the entire game gaslighting into a religious fundamentalist.
Bro, the people on subreddit were absolutely angry that people were calling her Shart. Then that became the norm. Now everyone's calling her Shart.
Cleric of Shar that I spent the entire game gaslighting into a religious fundamentalist. Then, as soon as that became slightly inconvenient, beat her to death with my entire party so badly that I could not revive the body for round 2. Now, Shadowheart could have survived if I actually trusted her, but unfortunately, she is a white woman. And I don't trust the host. Gale is, but unfortunately, she is a white woman.
Can I have Alright.
And I don't trust the host. Gale.
Oh, poor Gale. Slap the hand.
Gale is an aggressively bisexual wizard with a nuclear bomb inside his chest. And, it wants me defeated boots. Now, Gale claims this is because of his relationship with an actual goddess, but I don't believe him. Not because that's completely insane, but because I've seen how Gale behaves around me. This motherfucker is gay. And since I've covered all this game's wacky and funny spells, I decided that I was going to respec Gale into a barbarian and give him a gun. This wizard may be out of spells, but he is not out of shells. Will is a daring and noble warlock who is constantly told what to do and treated like a dog by a demon girl.
What the fuck? Yeah, sometimes.
So I don't understand why he doesn't enjoy that. This game's writing is unrealistic.
On Twitter,
Max0r is a Githyanki fighter who, within 3 seconds of speaking to her, made me decide that yes, I am going to kick.
What is that?
Max0r is a Githyanki fighter who, within 3 seconds of speaking to her,
lazy.
Made me decide that yes, I am going to do a racist character today. And over the course of our adventure, Lae'zel surprised and shocked me by never failing to prove my racism correct. Asterion is a... Sorry, I forgot I installed that mod. Asterion is a...
God damn you with that fucking
devilishly
lip.
handsome rogue
Oh
that
my
specializes
God,
in giving
that
enemies
mod.
the devious back shots.
goddamn
This is
mod.
mostly because Asterion happens to be a literal vampire, which becomes relevant when I sacrifice 7,000 children to him
Holy
to create
shit.
the ultimate life form.
Ascendant.
Yeah, I promise the scene isn't gay. Unfortunately, this did basically nothing as Asterion proceeded to walk down the hall and get his ass beat to death with hammers, because out of all the abilities our sacrifice could have given us, Asterion had graciously received the power to continue being useless. Though, to be fair
Basically, suck it with hard.
to Asterion, no ultimate vampire twink is going to kill 5 full-blood Texans on their 5th Modelo. And Karlach is a very hot barbarian that I use throughout the game.
Wait, who?
Full-blood Texans on their 5th Modelo. And Karlach is a very hot barbarian that I...
Holy shit! Did he? I'm pretty sure he put the fucking paladin's smite sound effect before the barbarian axe hit, because I heard that for a
used
second
throughout
there.
the game as a punching bag. One time, Karlach got so mad that she randomly destroyed every box in a
Oh no! She's using the one shortest
every box
smite
in a
that
10-meter radius, repeatedly
Tipping
setting the
scale.
entire party on fire until we fucking died. It was at this moment I decided that Karlach was going to be the one to disarm every trap in the game.
Oh my God,
Make sure to
yeah,
grab the
oh,
treasures,
that place is
Karlach.
fucked
With
up.
our powers combined, we are the world's shittiest polycule.
How the fuck did what the fuck is amazing? Everybody's here! I'm just going like swimming in the background.
We're having so much fun without
How many
Shadowheart.
mods do you have,
So,
man?
as the world's shittiest polycule, it naturally falls to us to
Party
combat the
even
forces
begun.
of Big Straight and stop the Squidward ethno-state. Mostly by
Endless
accident, because if there's one thing that motivates me more than protecting my potential investments, it is stealing from them. Yes, sir,
Yes,
it is
yes.
certainly bad if the only bank in the city gets robbed. But
House
don't
of
worry,
looting, you
I've
call
conducted a thorough investigation in my camp, and I have found no evidence of wrongdoing. Quests in Baldur's Gate 3 are, for lack of a better term,
There's nothing to
fucking
count up
insane,
in what you do.
both in their scope and in content.
yes.
Mostly the content, and in content.
What is the mod that people swim around? I want that mod so bad. What the fuck is the name? What is this?
Mostly the content, with multiple contingencies
I
for
always get
failure,
hit by that
partial
dude.
success, or the classic
The boss is good.
unrestricted Japanese war crime.
Yeah, oh my
Truly, the
God.
sky is the limit in Baldur's Gate, and the only thing preventing you from achieving your dreams are the consequences of your actions. If, for
Yep.
instance, you were to ride the calamari carousel, a future character will roast you for your crimes against God in front of your friends. Your choices
Oh,
matter in
yes.
Baldur's Gate 3. One time, I decided to visit the circus so I could piss off
And they extremely matter. Like the first fucking act, the first time you start the game, some of the stuff you do happens and it reflects you in the act 2 and the end of act 2 and
piss off the local genie
It's
so badly
insane.
that he sends me to Jurassic Park. But that's
Oh,
not
yes.
important
The
right
best
now.
fucking throwing the
Exploring
window.
the non-insane part of the circus, we find ourselves enraptured by the performance of Dribbles the
fucker.
Clown. The only problem being that while investigating
find
a
him.
series of murders by shapeshifters, I had already met Dribbles the Clown.
Yeah, the temple
And I was carrying his severed torso
investigations.
in my inventory. Safekeeping. So, despite knowing the identity of my gang stalkers, I decided to send Asterion to the stage anyways. Mainly because I thought it would be funny. And I was not disappointed. This guy should open a YouTube channel where he promotes an energy drink he intentionally poisons. Now, you're gonna want to be careful after doing this quest.
I mean, to be fair,
because
I think some people
unbeknownst
are
to you,
doing that.
one of your crewmates has been replaced by an imposter. And worst of all, I am kind of into this.
God
Can you
damn,
shapeshift
she's
yourself
literally
pregnant?
everyone.
So
why is that,
whether you
why is that blacksmith has like so much strength and so much dexterity for some
know it
reason?
or not,
24?
you are going to be
Fuck.
playing Among
Or a
Us for the
legendary
next
attack?
10 hours.
Yeah, it's
And honestly,
ridiculous.
playing as the imposter is so much more fun. Which is why, instead of stopping the killings, I decided that I was going to do them myself. And
Yep.
eventually join the blood cult by bathing in the blood of the racist elephant to bring about a new future of crimson despair. Shapeshifters are usually multiracial. By definition. What I'm trying to say with these long anecdotes is that you never just go to the
God.
circus in this game.
Yes.
Or, God forbid, speak to a clown. Though you are watching this YouTube video, which
How
is close.
much cat food did you fucking eat? Jesus Christ.
to your neighbor's
Back to beginner one. Explaining how. Me explaining how. Wait, what?
Tail of porcupine to your neighbor's balls.
Give me the sub. Shake your ass. Take your hands off it and shake that shit.
Welcome to the first major dungeon of the game, appropriately named Central London. And like the actual London, it is unfortunately filled with the English. You can really tell because you can't understand anyone and...
Okay, that was a throwback to Margaret Thatcher from Elden Ring video he did.
The
Oh
food
my
is
god,
inedible.
my memory.
It is here that Baldur's Gate really shines as a game where you can do almost anything, and an unlucky developer will be forced to code it. There are 3 targets for you to kill in the Goblin Camp, or if you're bad enough, several dozen, each with their own personalities, weaknesses, and premium cheese strategies. Needless to say, this channel is not going to offer you any good advice. After all, there's a lot of guide videos for this game alongside...
Easiest thing you can do is go to Verrohes, go kill Guts, Princess Scott. Jump up the roof, jump up there's a lid, jump up it, jump down, grab all the smoke powder, kill the fucking Ragslin, get the fuck
race
out.
to your place. So, while I'm not going to be sorting you by phenotype, what I can give you is a taste of the premium to your place. So, while I'm not going to be sorting you by phenotype, what I can give you is a taste of the premium cheddar. Okay, so you're gonna want to start out by going invisible and placing a wyvern toxin into the Kool-Aid. Then lead a toast by declaring that we are going to drink until we die. Make sure that Asterion is the one to do it, by the way. We don't need him anymore. Heading inside, we take care of our first target by following her to a secluded location, summoning a cloud of daggers, and then initiating verbal exchange, locking her into our conversation while she is...
What? You can fucking do that?
Slowly stabbed to death. This isn't considered a crime, by the way, because, well, they can just walk out. Just don't hit a piece of wood while you're
how is it that
doing that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Give me a second. I need a second. All right, let's continue.
Walk out. Just don't hit a piece of wood while you're doing that, because then you're not going to be killed for assault. You're going to be killed for destruction of property. The next trick we're going to do is called Minthara Skip, because we are going to be summoning a random
Oh my god, you did it!
Skip to the end of Minthara's life.
Why didn't you get
that she doesn't go down easily, because the spectator certainly won't. Finally, we have our third target, Dror Razglin, who is slightly hard to kill the conventional way. So instead of that, we're going to do something significantly harder. I know, really original strategy, Max.
Animals are so fucking funny, they make me want...
Welcome to the Underdark,
Yes.
home of the spectator boss fight.
Yep,
Because
and
yes,
throw that
in addition to
fucking
having a
assholes.
giant underground area filled with interesting flora and fauna, your boss fight. Because yes, in addition to having a giant underground area filled with interesting flora and
Never mind.
fauna,
I'm an
Baldur's Gate
idiot when
3
it comes to
dares to
those
ask the question of, what if people
That dude had some of the best loot, man. I'm not some of the best loot. It has a fucking hammer that
in the
deals
Underdark
radiant,
had a
man.
different skin color to me? And completely unrelated to that, what if there was
Wow.
a lot of
Well,
slavery?
I mean, to be
Because
fair-
it is this very
Dear,
slavery
that's-
that we are going to take advantage of. Immediately upon entry,
Why is it that every time you want to explode something, you kill out? Literally, look at them, man. Everyone died there. What's the... He just goes in there and shoots it for the video,
immediately
man.
upon entering the world's
I love
basement, you're gonna want to head over to the Mushroom Kingdom. And you're gonna get a letter telling you that the princess is now a permanent guest at one of Bowser's 7 Koopa
the princess is
temples.
poisoned,
Talking to the
Pepper.
giant mushroom, you're gonna have to explain to him
this
how
fucker.
reanimating the bodies of dead velociraptors is technically not a war crime.
And OP.
But what I'm going to use them for is definitely a war crime. And after playing
No,
a
it's
game of
not a war
Pokemon with
crime. Fuck
the
this
corpses
later.
that your
They can
enemies
die.
reanimated,
Yeah.
we steal their boats and progress down the river towards the iron fortress of Grimforge. This place fucking sucks dick. I'm gonna kill myself.
It's actually
Welcome
very
to
fun.
Grimforge, home to many different kinds of people,
Very fun,
whether they're
actually.
enslaved
You can kill the guardian.
or enslaving. You really only have 2 options here in the Grimforge. Eavesdropping in on the
Never mind.
local
I
Minecraft
forgot
Let's
he's a bat.
Play.
He's
We
going
overhear
on the
rumors
evil
of an
one.
ancient and powerful Minecraft Let's Play. We overhear rumors of an ancient and powerful explosive, which will purchase my child
No, not
labor
the
at least
Cinnabon.
30 minutes of Roblox time. And after gently ascertaining the location from their bodies, we carefully confiscate the nuclear weapon using a refined negotiation tactic where I lied to them. Now equipped with the most powerful bomb in the game, we are presented with a choice. We can either use this bomb to help the gnome slaves finally achieve their freedom, or we can use it to kill Jor Razglin.
Bro, what? Are you kidding me? That's a very good battle to lose on Jor Razglin. I used it on fucking Raphael. Or maybe the Elder Brain. Like some play, that's like 120 damage and you get a bomb at from Valburn in Act 3. There's just so much. I mean, to be fair, he doesn't. He probably kills Valburn in the fucking jail.
So, going back to the Goblin Camp, we discover through some experimentation that Jor Razglin doesn't actually die to the bomb that I just placed. So, into the hole you go, I guess. And that is how you quickly and efficiently speedrun the Goblin Camp. Make sure to subscribe for more convenient time saves.
Jesus, killed everyone again.
What the fuck?
Okay, so the point I'm trying to get across, really badly, is that this game is utterly massive, and it absolutely does not stop you from destroying it. Because in Baldur's Gate 3, every single mistake you can possibly... In Baldur's Gate 3...
This is actually absolutely accurate. This is the most accurate thing I saw on subreddit.
Every single mistake you can possibly make is going to come up again. And most of the time, it is in the form of racial conflicts. For instance, do you want to be a good Samaritan and free the Deep Gnomes from their unjust imprisonment? Well, congratulations. You just happened to free the Deep Gnome clan's Grand Wizard. I hope you're ready for a
Grand Wizard, Grand Terrorist, most likely.
race war in 20 hours. Because if you happen to misplace a certain bomb, then he's going to happen to make certain...
I love the way I'm comically racist ramblings. I love the way he just
certain bomb. Then he's going to happen to make Hiroshima look like a fucking
and the motherfucker. And this motherfucker is such a prick too. And he's high and mighty when he was like rotting in a sail and was about to get tadpole. Like what the fuck?
Personally, this kind of stuff is the funniest shit I've ever seen. Not the racism part, although that is still funny, but rather the simple joy of knowing that your save file has probably already been destroyed without you even knowing it. Since beginning the long process of making this video, I have made a multiplayer warlock named...
Can I see that again?
The long process of making this video?
Alright, never mind. Never mind. I would say each of these lines that you see that is separated, like these lines, probably took him like between 15 to 100 minutes. And that's not counting the time he put to play the game, because you can see so many different branches that he tried and saved and tried and saved and tried to showcase for the video. Bro, he put so much effort into making this. Like, it's insane.
I have made a multiplayer warlock named Grizzly Bear, alongside my friends Reese and Nomer Simpson. And after playing for approximately 10 minutes, I can confirm that my first character inadvertently killed almost everyone he spoke to, and about half the time, the reverse was true. A good example of this is the time that I just so happened to water my character into a literal god, who then offered me a pivotal and important quest, prompting me to raise the reasonable inquiry that if she was a god, surely she would be able to kill anyone she wanted.
Yep.
She responded by fucking vaporizing me. Overall, this is in every sense of the word a role-playing game, provided of course you want to roleplay as a dumbass murder goblin.
Oh my god!
Otherwise, she responded by fucking vaporizing me. Overall, this is in every sense of the word a role-playing game, provided of course you want to roleplay as a dumbass murder goblin. Otherwise, why do you even play video games? We blow shit up in this motherfucker. Better take your sensitive ass back to LinkedIn. With scores of amazing and deep content that I unintentionally locked myself out of because we accidentally killed a man named Bingus Bongus. Ripped to a fucking real one. Strategic and complicated combat. And an entire world of possibilities and solutions. Which will leave you wondering, how the fuck am I allowed to do this? Is this a glitch or intended behavior? Yes. So, while I didn't get to cover everything since,
How did Halshim come out as a fuck? Bro, if you want some crazy Halshim stuff, go check out Halshim Saga on Twitter, bro. The one dude made a stream that everyone's Halshim. That's probably the best video I've seen That's just stupid.
I'm only human.
Holy crap,
you can
man.
trust me when I say that there is something in this
Oh
game
my God,
for
I laughed
everybody.
so much on the
10 out of
video.
10. Would unleash no Hitler again. For me, though, I would like to thank all of my amazing patrons, using and sacrificing their funding for only the finest of video game content. As always, more deranged gacha game videos to come. I will be sure to spend all of your money very responsibly. Oh yeah, this video is about Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, why are you fucking gotcha game about it? Man, I have to go farm my shit again. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I can see that shit. What the hell is this? What is it still swimming? Wait, it ended? No way. Wait, what? Wait a second. Yeah, that was it. Like, what the fuck? Okay, let's listen to this thing while we do the outro. Alright, Baldur's Gate is, again, probably my favorite game in the past 20 years. And I'm like, what, 29? 30. So, yeah, it is perfection. I would say, after playing, like, I think 23 times, if I count the Abnormal 2, it has enough potential to be played, and based on Larian's like responses to the community with mod support by the end of this year, hopefully. First of all, don't I really hated the drama that happened with the modding community, modding authors, and all the like toxicity that happened toward the Larian. But again, they confirmed it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be played for years, bro. It's gonna be played for years. I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to mod it. I can't wait to like make mods for it. Like, it's insane how good this game is. Like, I right now, I have literally another character, another ranger druid, ready to go. You're just like one bear and another bear. Like, holy shit, 2 bears, 1 character. It's amazing. But again, you all probably all know that. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, that's Max0r. I didn't even read the video's title because I was so fucking hyped. The thing is, I love this game so much, but when someone that you love, someone like Max0r or like Seth or someone, just makes a review of the game that you love and the game you've been playing so far, it just makes it so much more, like, you know, exciting. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you all later.